Hi. Man, I really thought this was going to be a vibe. I thought it was going to look cute. Put the yellow blanket down and the pink, but instead it just looks messy. But I don't have time to worry about that right now. We have plant stuff to do. Yes, we do. So welcome back to my channel. I am Sam. So glad you stopped by. Glad to have you. I'm going to show y'all my orchids. Okay. And I'm going to repot them because I finally have orchid bark. I have another one if we need it as well. This is something I've been needing to get done for a while and I've been wanting to show you. So we're just going to get it done, okay? Okay. Grab your coffee or your wine or your water, whatever it is, maybe a snack. Sit back and let's jump right on into today's video.
Mommy, what color is this?
White. Where to begin? Okay. Shall we start with the one that's flowering? I have another one that's about to flower, but it's not currently flowering, which is a good thing because I really don't want to repot my orchids when they're in bloom. But this one right here, she is always in bloom. And not only that, y'all, she has been blooming on this bloom spike right here for like 2 years or something, pretty nonstop. As of recently, she shot off an entirely new bloom spike, and I'm so sad because it just died. The flower on this one just died, but it literally looked so cool hanging out there. So this is Psychopsis Mendenhall Hildos orchid. It is a bulbous orchid. Each leaf grows out of its own little bulb. Pretty cool, rather than growing from the crown of the plant. It's the only orchid that I believe that I have like this. It is. It's definitely the only Psychopsis that I have. The name tag right here. Yes. Psychopsis Mendenhall Hildos. Probably can't read that, I'm sure. This orchid has been flowering nonstop, yes, but it has needed repotted for a long time. We do have a couple little roots coming out the bottom there. I don't know, maybe it's happy and thriving. Who am I? What do I know? I'm not an orchid expert. This is a new leaf that it put off, but you can see it's growing, like, look at that, off to the side because it's completely out of room in this orchid pot. I believe this is, what, a 5 or 6 inch orchid pot? I think we're repotting only 3 orchids today. I think so. And unfortunately, I don't have any more orchid pots, but I might be able to reuse a couple of these. This is what the flowers look like. They are so funky and cool and pretty. Like, just look at that. It reminds me of like a little fairy or something. Yeah, and I love it. So, as I said, it's been flowering pretty much non-stop for the last 1.5 to 2 years, but it has not been growing new leaves that frequently. I did get this new leaf. And, you know, I really hate to repot whenever she's flowering, but as I said, she's always flowering. She's never not flowering, and I'm not going to complain about that, okay? So this is the first orchid I'm probably going to repot. I think we're just going to do it, and then I'll show you more as we go along. I do have this new pot that I picked up on sale for like $4 at Walmart. This bowl planter I would like to use, but I don't really know if it's going to be... I mean, it's definitely wider to give more room for new leaves to come in. So we don't have this going on here, but I don't know if it's going to be deep enough for the root system. So we're just going to try it out and see. First, I have to mix up my orchid mix though. Yeah, I was just holding on to this one to show you. And it does have another bloom bud right here on this brand new spike. So that'll probably open up within the next week or so. I'll definitely get some close-ups of the flowers for you because it's just so cool and pretty and unique. It's a very unique type of orchid flower. And then this orchid, the reason I bought it wasn't even for the flowers, it was for the leaves. But I don't know, I think it's getting too much light because it's lost most of the red pattern that it has on the leaves. This new leaf does have some, but it's not nearly as intense as it's meant to be. So I think after I repot her, I'm probably going to move her as well because I just love the red purple pattern on the leaves, and she's lost it. She gets really bright direct light, so from a grow light. Let's get to it. We got to mix up our mix. Better grow. really the only thing I have access to here. Scrap bowl. And this is just Better Grow Special Orchid Potting Mix. It has fir bark, charcoal, and large coarse perlite already mixed in it. I'll dump that in here. And now I'm gonna add my own large coarse perlite for just a little bit of extra. Oh gosh, a little bit of added stuff. Okay, so I'm not really seeing any perlite in this mix. Okay, that definitely went in my drink. Sweet, love that. Should I put sphagnum in here? I don't know. Should I? Maybe I should. Well, I guess we're not doing sphagnum, which is fine. Put on my little petting mat. Yes, I'm using my kids' little Yankee table, and it's covered in cute little stickers and stains, but that's okay. Eventually, I will get a potting bench. Eventually. One day. Alright, I guess that's that. It's practically the same exact thing that this orchid is already living in. Here we go. Here's what the roots are looking like. Pretty good, I would say. There's a couple dead ones, not so great looking ones, but for the most part it looks pretty good. The roots are definitely grown around and entangled in this mix in the bark. I don't see any issues, thank goodness. Careful not to knock that new flower off. It's not a new spike, that's the bloom spike it's been blooming on. This is the new spike, but that's a new flower that just opened up on the old spike. So it puts off a flower and that lasts for a couple of weeks, just depending, and it'll die, and then immediately it pushes off another one. So it's pretty amazing. I don't know. It's definitely been in here too long. It just looks... No. Nope. Okay. I just seen something. Oh my gosh, that was horrifying. Where is it? I don't know where it went. I don't even know where it went. It looked like... I could have been tripping. I don't think I was, though. It was moving. It was white, and it looked like it had a million legs, and it was squirming like a centipede, but not. I don't know. We are dealing with dirt. I very well could have, my eyes could have been playing tricks on me. We're dealing with bark and decomposing material, so organic material. It's really hard to tell what all might be in this. I think I'm gonna grab some gloves and a skewer stick to finish this off, because that just gave me the heebie-jeebies. If I find it again, I will show you, don't worry. Okay, you guys, it genuinely might have just been the roots, because they are like kind of wormish looking. It might have been a root like dangling as I was trying to shake off the excess, because I don't see what I thought I seen. There really could be any type of bugs in here at any given time, because, you know, we're bringing nature inside, so it's to be expected. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna like freak out a little bit and try to avoid touching it, okay? And I know that there's thousands of tiny little microscopic critters in all of my compost and soil that I use, so comes with the territory, I suppose. All right, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Okay, we're gonna shoot for this because it appears like it could be a good fit, so let's just do it. And then I may top, like the top of the topsoil with sphagnum moss. I don't know. I have some. I just honestly thought I had some already mixed up. And I don't. I don't want to. I'm too lazy to go and mix up. I don't need to mix it up. I just need to wet it. Like take it out of the pack and wet it. But I just don't want to right now. So I think I'm quitting my job, y'all. I've been there a year now. It's been really nice. I needed it after being a stay-at-home mom for literally 7 years with no outside social interactions, nothing. It was nice. It was good for me. But 1 year later, now I can sit and kind of reflect. Right now, at this point, I cut back to working only every other week, and working only 3 days a week. So it was averaging out about 6 days a month. Really not enough to even, like, what's the point type thing, you know? And it's night shift. With that comes a lot of other complications and stresses and issues. Yeah, I'm very grateful that my boss is really understanding and flexible, and like I can kind of come and go as I please. But I worked out my last week under the guise that, because this would be my off week, under the guise that I'm going to do my off week and then I'm not going to come back for a few weeks. I'm going to take a few weeks because now school's going to be coming in next month. We have a lot of different things going on, and yeah, my daughter's going to be going to school for the first time. She's going to kindergarten. My son goes to 3rd grade. And so I just have a lot of other stuff. We got to go school clothes shopping. We got to do doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. It's just a lot. And Jason is working like crazy hours. You know, he's working this job and then he has his side business that he does after work and on the weekends and just whenever. And so at this point in time, it's not looking likely that I'm going to go back, if at all, but definitely not for a while. So kind of bittersweet, but you know, now I can really just focus on my plants, and getting them prepared for the fall, and you know, which I hate to even say, and my kids and my house and myself. So maybe I'll be posting more on my YouTube. Hey, what's up? That's the plans. Okay, my kids are just going to laugh. I'm so sorry. When their dad gets here in a little bit, I'm going to have them take him over to the playground so I could finish this in peace, I think. But if kid giggles disturb you, you know, what can I say? Apologies. How nice does that look? We'll have another flower on this in a week or so. But yes, we're going to stick the name tag, even though I know what she is, back down in the pot. That is so nice. Oh my God, I love it. Beautiful. Wow. What a great fit that pot was for that orchid. All right, let's move right along. Okay, I had to take a little break until Jason got home. My son is at his nanny's house. He's been there. He's coming home this coming weekend. So it's just been my girls. So that's why I keep referring to my girls. They were hungry. They wanted to come out and play, and you know how it goes. So I had to take a break and wait until Jason got home. So they're in there watching a movie. Let's get right back to it. I can't get over how good this looks. I really can't. And then I am this is what I use for my orchids. Better Grow. Super simple and easy. You just take 1 scoop, put it in your watering can, which is roughly a gallon of water, and there you go. I love that. I just think that looks so good. I want to set it somewhere in frame. Couch probably isn't a great spot, but that's okay. Who's next? Okay, this is a relatively new orchid in my collection. This is Epidendrum Mabel Conda. It's an epidendrum hybrid. I do have a tag with the picture of like the leaves. Okay, here's a photo of what the flowers look like on this orchid. This is my first ever epidendrum. That's how we say it, right? Yeah, epidendrum hybrid. First ever. Got this at Lowe's, which shocked me. I have only ever found Phalaenopsis in my big box stores. So one of my Lowe's has been getting in different types of mostly epidendrums, but there's a few other varieties as well. I was thinking about putting this guy in this little planter, if you can see that, just basic simple white hearts. Because it has been just drying out faster than I can keep up, I probably should add some sphagnum moss in here, but I just don't want to right now, honestly. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. What? I've never seen this used before. It basically looks like bricks of perlite. What in the world? You guys see that? Is that perlite in a different form? Styrofoam? Interesting. Here's what the roots look like. Okay, not a ton, but they look good. Is this a good size to up this plant to? It's not much bigger than the original pot. It doesn't have a ton of roots, but it should hold in a tad bit more moisture than this because it is ceramic. So let's see. I just wish this bark was broken down better, chopped up more. It's too thick. Okay. Guess we'll put the perlite bricks back down in there. That is really nice. Look how cute she is. Wow. I love that. I really like these long, slender, glossy leaves. I think they're so cute. Hopefully this orchid will bloom for me. It wasn't in bloom when I bought it, so we'll see. That's something I'm going to be crossing my fingers for and looking out for. Y'all, I did it. I got my moss. I got some moss and moistened it. So this is my good stuff. The good stuff. My New Zealand sphagnum moss, the best moss I've ever used. Favorite moss, hands down. But it is expensive, okay? Do not doubt me there. So I'm going to top the pot with a little bit of sphagnum just to retain a little bit of that moisture in there, because we have very airy soil amendments in this mix, which is a good thing. But literally just like that, easy peasy. That is adorable. It really is. I love it. Next, I guess we can take a look at this babe. We seen this one in my previous video of the tour of my IKEA grow cabinet. And this is my variegated Phalaenopsis. It's a miniature Phalaenopsis, variegated, yellow, with this yellow rim around the leaves. And it also is purple. Can you see the purple? That is, I believe, sun stressing, but it just looks phenomenal with the yellow and the green. I love it. This little orchid, I rotted its roots last year, and so that's why it's in moss. I've had this for several years, and I adore it. I really do. So it's constantly growing and flowering for me. It has really cute little dainty purple flowers. I just adore this plant. It's the only time I've ever seen a variegated Phalaenopsis or a variegated orchid at all in a big box store, and you know I had to have it. But I think it's time, because obviously this plant's not going to be getting the nutrients that it needs if it stays in moss. So I'm going to try to take it out. I can see roots down here in the pot. Y'all see those? So I think it's time to get it out of here and get it in some bark. I am going to mix sphagnum moss in the mix for this one because it's already acclimated to sphagnum moss. It's used to it. I don't want to throw it into shock, right? So I might have to come back when I get the moss off. I don't know how attached it's going to be to the roots. Let's just look. Let's take a gander. I don't know. I'm looking forward to being home more, not having to worry about going to work and like getting enough sleep to be able to work through a shift. I'm looking forward to not having to do that and hopefully putting more time and energy into my channel and my plants. Okay, there was a little dead root there. I just had to, well, that's not it. I had to pluck off, but here's what we're looking like. I don't know, it's probably been 6 or 8 months I've had this in moss. I had to totally reroot. See this brand new root coming in right here. Nice green, thick roots there. I love orchid roots, and it's kind of similar to anthurium roots. Everything else seems pretty healthy. I don't know, I feel like maybe I should cut part of this stem off because there's not really any roots or anything happening from this portion. Where's my scissors? Aha. Okay, let's see. Just gonna remove right here, I guess. Ta-da. I might be able to actually put it back in this pot. I mean, I totally could. I like colors. I like cuteness. Or even in here. Oh my gosh, that would actually... Oh, but it doesn't have any drainage. My little cupcake pot that I thrifted. It has a twin somewhere. It was a 2 set. One's pink with the blue rim, and then this one's blue with the pink rim. That would actually just be really cute. I'm sorry, it would be. No, no, I'm not gonna do it. I really think it needs to just go back in this one, honestly. Okay. Pretty good. And I'm just going to set the orchid. I'm going to hold it on top like this. It could go up a little bit bigger size, but I don't want to rot these brand new fresh roots, you know. I was pretty devastated. I wouldn't say devastated. I was upset when I realized that this orchid's roots were rotted. I was afraid I was going to lose it. I was like, no, it goes by variegated phalaenopsis, yes, but it goes by something like coffee yingling or something. I don't know in which order exactly, but something like that. I've been growing orchids, I guess we could say, I don't know, 4 years maybe. Never like dove head first. I've only just ever had like a few that did well for me and that, you know, but I am really interested in learning more about them. I watch Miss Orchid Girl sometimes, and you know, if I have any questions about orchids, that's where I go typically, is her channel. I'm interested in bringing in more types of orchids, I guess, but there's just so many of them, and there's so many that look really similar, and it's all very confusing. The world of orchids can be very confusing to someone who is not super versed in orchids, you know, so, but we'll get there, all in due time. Okay, here is our mini variegated fowl. Maybe she can now go down in here. Okay, perfect. Look at that. I have one more orchid to show you guys. And I didn't think it needed repotted because I feel like I just repotted this a couple months ago. Okay, so this is one of the clear orchid pots from Allen and Roth. that I got at Lowe's a while back. I got like a bundle of them. But you kind of have to, they're not good with regular soil because it's just going to pour out all of these holes. So it is more for like orchids in orchid bark, you know, a thick, chunky, meatier substrate, I guess. Look at those roots. Oh my goodness. This is just a typical Phalaenopsis orchid. You can see I need to remove this old bloom spike. And then we have this one here that I'm going to leave. I don't know, but this is the issue here with the roots are finding their way out the holes and like climbing out. So I don't necessarily think it needs repotted, but it's just an interesting little take. There's not a lot to see with this one. We're just going to clean her up real quick. And yeah, I'm not going to repot her because I don't think she needs it. Scissors suck. Now I'm going to take my isopropyl alcohol mixed up in this bottle. A little bit of dish soap in here as well. And because these guys, a couple of them anyway, have spider mites or did have spider mites. So I'm going to clean their leaves quickly because we don't need that. Went to the pool and splash pad with the girls yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And it was a blast. It was our first time at this one, particular one. We normally go to the water park in Clarksburg. And it was so much fun. The water felt amazing. We had a really good time. And then we went out to eat to Texas Roadhouse the night before that. Yeah, I feel bad that we haven't been able to take the kids on like a proper vacation yet, like ever. And I want to change that. Like next year, we really plan on taking them like to the beach or somewhere fun, you know, for a couple weeks or a week at least in the summertime. But so I want to get out and do as much as possible with them while the summer's here because it seems like it's just zooming by. That was a fun little thing that we did. And it's crazy because the chlorine in the pool dyed my hair. It did. I'll see if I can put a photo on the screen. I didn't notice it till that next morning because I just put some leave-in in my hair when we got home. Put it up. I jumped in the bath, but I didn't wash my hair. Yeah, I was like throwing my hair up or something, and I noticed, if you guys remember, the bottom under layer of my hair, I used to be blonde. And when I went back dark for the health of my hair, honestly, I left an underneath layer blonde on the underneath of my hair. And I just dyed that underneath layer black with the rest of my hair maybe 5 months ago or so. And the chlorine, I guess, in the pool, because I was like diving underwater, swimming underwater like a fish. Okay, I love it. I love the water. I love swimming underwater. I guess it stripped that black out from the underneath layer of my hair, and it's like a very light brown color now. I was like, what in the world? What in the world? Crazy. I know that chlorine can do bad things to if you bleach your hair, if you have bleached hair, but I didn't know it could affect black hair, dyed black hair. Crazy. And here's this little cutie. Oh, I just love them. Now for our variegated fowl. Hopefully they'll all be happy. They were needing this. The ones that I repotted today were needing it really bad. Specifically, this one right here. Yeah, I hope everyone has been doing well. We've just been living life, you know. Things have been pretty good our way. I have a lot of goals. Working towards, you know, buying a home and property and all that, and Jason's business is taking off and trying to navigate that and just make the time for everything. And but we're doing pretty good all in all. we're all healthy, happy, we have a roof over our head, food, everything we need. You know, life's pretty good this way. So for that, I am very grateful. All right, y'all, I think we are done. Yeah, I just wanted to do this little video and share with y'all what I'm doing. So I'll be back soon with another one. I think I actually have a shopping video coming, big box store shopping video coming soon too. So I don't know when yet, but yeah, it's coming. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you again soon in my next video. Please leave any recommendations for orchids that I should try down in the comments if you wanna. Like I said, I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.